Kelsey. I'm 29. I'm Australian. I've lived in Dublin for 2 years now, and I've just recently, just this week, started the body transformation program with New Element Fitness. So I chose to do the program because I found myself terribly unhappy, just with the pub lifestyle, and while I love socializing, all that drink and lazing about really just was not doing me any favors health wise. I've become kind of despondent with my health and my self-esteem in general, and in more recent history I've just recently broken up with someone, so this is me shaking off the cobwebs, giving myself a good kick in the pants and a hard look in the mirror, and finally getting to do what I came here for, which is really, to find my happiness. I don't really know what that looks like yet, but I feel like I'm on my way. So far I've had 2 sessions, and I have another one in 2 days. My first one was with Roisin, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. Lee, I found gave me some really great technical advice, because I haven't done all these things before, so I don't really know what I'm doing, and we have a bit of a laugh kind of with my unco-ness, my awkwardness. That might change too, I guess. I've started my own nutrition plan that Lee wrote for me, and I must say it actually took me by surprise. The quantity and the volume of the food is normal. The portions are decent. I don't find myself hungry. I find myself hungry more frequently, but not. I'm not eating something heavy, no, that's not right. I find myself hungry more frequently, but I get to eat more frequently, so it doesn't matter. And I can definitely feel the food's kind of pushing me along. Now, to be fair, the food is kind of boring, so I've been herbs and spices and garlic and lemon, things to kind of spice stuff up. I just learned how to cook fish. I don't know how to cook fish, but apparently I cook delicious fish. It was awesome. So I'm looking forward to finding ways of making boring food fun. Sorry, Lee. The guys also set up a WhatsApp group for me as well, which I feel really special about, because all 4 trainers are in there. So Niall, Ken, and Lee and Roisin, everybody's in there, and me, and it just makes me feel so special. And I'm probably I feel like I'm probably irritating them hugely, but and it's kind of fun. I've been I've little photos of oh, look at me and my fruit, or oh no, there's chocolate, don't let me eat it. Just little fun things, but then also actual questions as well, should I be measuring things raw, should I be cooking them and then measuring them, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, that WhatsApp group, I think at least just in this first week has been helpful, and I think going forward it's going to be really helpful, and hopefully it'll be fun too, and so I'm feeling positive about it. I am, and don't get me wrong, I was nervous going in, and I'm still quite a bit nervous about what's to come. In my first session, Roisin and I discovered that I have quite the abrupt resistance to burpees. Don't like them, and it's and Lee asked me more about it. He was what is it about the burpees that you just don't want to do? What is it? It's the getting down and the getting back up again. I feel awkward. Sitting on the ground, because the getting back up is so uncomfortable. And it's also just the feeling incompetent. It's not. At least on weight machines, at least on weight machines, I can just pull like small weights, you know? I mean, oh, that hurts. Like, just doing movements is one thing. Adding a little bit of weight and a little bit of weight and a little bit of weight is one thing. But like I got 115 kilos to carry all the way down there and all the way back up again. Are you kidding me? Like, that's a fucking lot. It sucks, but it's a lot. So I'm hoping eventually that will change. I don't know if it will. I feel like Lee is gonna make it his life's mission to get me to like own burpees and like just fucking do them. But please be nice to me. It'll happen. So it's okay. So my first 2 sessions were both arms and upper bodies. And I'm really sore. This is like how I'm feeling, you know. To the point where like my range of motion, like that hurts. Like, who do I think I am? Like that hurts. That's just not good enough, Kels. Like, got to do better. If it's like interrupting my sleep even. Like, after 2 sessions, I'm so sore that I'm in bed. I'm like, and then I want to move, or like I want to roll over or something, and it's hurting and it's waking me up, and like, that's just like shit, you know? It's waking me up and it's making me tired throughout the day because I'm getting broken sleep, and that's not cool. So in a sense, I'm looking forward to not having that problem anymore. Although I didn't have that problem before. I didn't have that problem before, but my sleep quality wasn't that great. So hopefully that will kind of even out a bit, you know. The guys tell me it'll pass as well, the muscle soreness and stuff. Like, oh my goodness, it's so bad. But they tell me it'll pass in a couple of weeks, so I'm like hanging out for that. That should be that should be really helpful. The kind of tired I'm feeling is a little bit different. So it's not just mental tiredness, which I think has a different effect. So like, I don't feel like I went to the pub tonight and I had water. I had water at the pub. Hell no H2O. I did H2O. Yeah, so I went to the pub because somebody was leaving work, and I had a glass of water, and like I was sitting there like I didn't want to be there. I was like, I just want to go home and go to bed. And like right now I kind of do just want to go to bed, but this inspiration struck, and I'm like kind of excited to see how this turns out. So one of the questions I wanted to answer was, what am I hoping for out of this? Like, what's the goal here? What's the plan? And I don't think I've ever been so honest than what I've been in this last month. I don't think I've ever been so honest with myself. So there's a couple of things that I want from this, and I want to feel able, like, firstly I want to feel able and well and capable of tackling next of life's goals. I want to meet someone awesome, have a rockin' bod. I want to explore the world without fear, and eventually like start a family, and I want to be able to keep up with some kids and, you know, have fun with them, and, you know, I want to be able to enjoy those things, and I think this is probably the best avenue to do it. Now, I haven't ever really given this a shot, like a proper shot before. I've done I've done PT sessions, I've done like boxercise. I haven't done classes much before, but like I've tried them like once or twice and then I haven't really enjoyed them at all. But like I don't think any of those times I came into it with a level of seriousness that I'm coming into this with. Like shit has got to change, and I'm the common denominator. So I've spent a lot of time kind of externalizing that change, and it's time to give myself that look in the mirror that I've been needing. So at the end of the 3 months, I've written this down. At the end of the 3 months, I will have the confidence and physical ability to do whatever I want and not be held back by the fear of not being able. Shit, that's heavy. Go me. And the idea behind these videos is to show my progress. So like I've done videos, I've done like a little bit of vlogging, but I've never kept like a video diary or anything. And I had to write everything down before I started this because like I didn't quite know what to say. And discovery. When I was at the gym for these last couple of sessions, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. And I'm not really like, when I look at myself in the mirror, it's not that like I hate myself, but working out, like, that's not something I'm good at. Like, I am good at talking to people, I'm good at like psychology, I'm a salesperson, I can do heaps of shit. But I'm not good at working out. Like, not to a point where I can be like, oh yeah, I can bench whatever. You know, like I can boast about my other achievements, but the only thing I can say about after having 2 sessions is I know I tried my hardest because I'm sore. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough yet. So I've always kind of worked on myself, right? But I've never done this. Not at a serious level. Like, oh yeah, I go to the gym. I would go to the gym so that I could say to people, oh, I went to the gym, I'm sore. But that's not what I want anymore. And I stopped going to the gym because I didn't want to be that person. I didn't like that. Anyway, as for these videos, it is kind of like a diary, so I'm going to post when I feel like it, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I'm even going to upload this or send it to anyone, like, but I like the idea of it. And I want to like come back and watch this later and see if I like talk differently or hold myself differently or like, I mean, I hope I look different. And so I don't know what this is going to become yet, but I'll do my best, and that's all I can ask of myself, really. So see ya.